Good day, Lords and Ladies. Welcome back to Wildermyth, Armour and Skins DLC. Now, we're into the final chapter, so we need to basically gather everyone and press forwards towards the objective. Library of Lights, okay. It's a story thing for Bandits. Reading is an escape for some. For Bandits, it represents other lives she can live freely. There's no need to deny her heart. The deeds and figures in the stories have always been her guiding light. Resonance of candlelight sticks to her cheeks. Digging up this library walled away inside a ruin, there was no question where she would spend the summer. Unfortunately, she had fallen into a rut of reading she couldn't clamber out of. More of the same. There's those piercing green eyes again, and of course her coy smile. Always her auburn hair, her piercing green eyes. In Bandits, you'll want to see this. Another grizzled veteran showing up, seriously. For once, can we have a veteran that is not grizzled? They exchanged looks. Oh, Brendra, I was reading. I know what reading is, Bandits. I can also identify when someone's bellowing to themselves like a lunatic. It all just sounds the same. How can I keep reading the same words over and over again, not go crazy? Bandits resells the offending novel. Maybe stop reading. Well, what do you suggest? I stop reading? They exchanged looks. Anyway, I was nosing around in here the other day, and look what I found. Saving the little book from a damaging fall, she glares at Fendra and opens to the marked page. This is just a map to the Library of Light? It's fake. It must be. Even I know it's just a story. Think about it. It's been among these sealed shelves. Who walled it in here? What did they know? Well, I guess we shouldn't rule it out. I'll get my gear. Okay. No, we want... not him. Magic, melee, range. Oh man, that's bad. Okay. Problem is we're basically on a timer. Which is that if all the map tiles flood, we're basically doomed. So we need to actually fairly quickly finish this story mission. Old pen shop Elaine, a wise woman who lived in the Skybarrow, told me this. Every worthy legend has 100 good variations. According to most tellings, the Library of Light was carved whole, shaped from a single limb that fell off the Tree of Stars. Most say the water song sorcerer Talgus Hiller brought the library into being. Some storytellers have it that he beguiled the great goddess and tricked her into performing the labours, then bound her in a wine flask and cast it out upon the eternal sea. One version has him using his own life to complete the casting. Yuck. That one's gross. There's the one where he visited the spirit realm. I don't remember why. I don't think anything happens. Maybe he just wanted to visit. There's many versions of Talgus, but I prefer the stories that paint him human. Stories have always been like starlight, scattered and small and uncertain, but bound with this magnetic gram that draws the fragments together, becomes a single childish hope, this enduring, embarrassing sense of what if. Can you imagine it? A limitless and ever-growing trove of books. Every volume that has been written, every scroll, every epic. They continue on in silence. They arrived next day. How did they spend the night? Fire and conversation, pensive stargazing. Fire and conversation. They exchange laughs. The fire is high and their friendship deepens. The night gives them courage. But next morning they reach their goal and find its guardian. Okay, all heroes plus damage and potency for 2 turns. Ill Guardian. Okay. Solid hit. Not as hard as it could have been. Splinter Blast or... Okay. Let's just gotta throw boulders at us. Okay, so let's infuse this. And shred its armor. Go to the spear. I forget, see, yeah, he's the one that has to be triggered for Guardian. But at least we beat the creature. Excellent. He became stronger, so upgrade Mythweave, Naturalist. I think Mythweave is good for her. Health, Wolfheart Pauldrons. So who would get a tick? She gets a tick, he gets a tick. Since she has to be in melee, it's good for her to have it. You made a good team, Vendetta. No one's surprised. To no one's surprise. That golem thing didn't seem to expect it. Oh, what have you? You have an addendum? Talicus Hills rather famously recorded that there were 2 ways a traveller would be able to locate his library. There's his saying: every north pointing compass tells you its own truth. Ever a stranger tells you hers, and an enemy someone else's. But ever a good friend lies. Right, good. So, standard gibberish. What's the second way? Just how big it is. The interior of the library is a symphony of sunlight playing for a frozen ballad of crammed selves. Look at the carving on the wood. Every space is crowded with volumes. Where old words gather, young hearts bloom. This is what dreams look like. Can you even dream this? Says Vendra. They exchange looks. The library was a dream, that's how it began. Why, I studied magic all my life, same as every other magician. I wanted to make my dreams real. I didn't understand then. When dreams come true, the heart that was soft for seeds hardens against anything that might awaken it. The library was a dream, and that's what it must remain. Those who leave it will never find their way back. Vendetta. We need to leave, Vendra. No, we need to leave. Oh. Something I realised, I guess I'm not sure when. A long time ago, maybe, grand times I spent with books, times I was alone with a novel and a window and a rainstorm. I'm glad we came here, glad we found it, saw it all. I've always been afraid to write my own stories, afraid they'd end up nowhere, a matter to no one. But I think I could be the next dream for me. Vendetta, what if you can't go back? They exchange looks. In stories, isn't that the rule? But once you visit it once, they look back down. You know, I've been reading since I was small, books by heroes and half-crazies, fictions of all kinds and quality. What I'm thinking now is, it's time I start putting life into my own words. Read a quest. Time and age goes up, which is fantastic. Trinket Hunter, yeah. Fine. Extra augment, yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so now you must regather. We haven't got a lot of time, because that tile's going to flood next. Okay. So let's go. Not you, because I don't care about you. And we need to stop these guys from getting any kind of advantage. The rest can have it. Okay. The starseed tree. Not everything grows on trees, but many things do. But many more things do than you think. Once every long enough, a starseed tree blooms. Its soft light ripen and floats off into the sky. And that's where stars come from. I'm just quoting from Yonderful Flora. Look at the tree. There's some lovely looking ones up high. You're not thinking about grabbing one, are you? A little souvenir maybe for those less than magical days. Because see, the thing about a starseed tree is that none may clamber it. Who makes those rules anyway? %, let's try. It's just saving itself a worthy suitor. What's my staff? She clambers up. Can't say she isn't enthusiastic. There's something about the starseed light that is disorienting, maybe breaking up the distance in a way that makes Vendetta have to keep tight track of her limbs. Arm, leg, arm, or other leg, right. She brings up childhood memories of clambering sweet old oaks to get the best view of the sunset. Wore that big brow smooth with sitting. That was close. Lost in revelry again, Vendetta. Perhaps this is far enough. Vendetta snaps off a stick bearing a fine bright orb. Then, with just a little more rustle and jostling, she descends the starseed tree. Watch the ankles, huh? It'd be a shame to crack them on the last few feet. My ankles are dependable. Ugh. The jostle tree lets go of its light, and sure enough, they float off slowly into the dark. Off to wherever they go. Hopefully the sky won't mind being 1 star short this season. Wait, you got something then? See for yourself. 3 stunt chance. Steel starseed wand. Very nice. Take it, please. Okay. So that was the event. We need to basically press on towards the objective. Okay. Yeah, so let's assault. Okay. The rain hasn't let up much through the summer. The earth is soggy and stinking like a corpse. Hills have sunk and dead mice float in flooded fields. People are moving towards the mountains. Now is when we find out whatever we're hooked official heroes. I've heard it said that to cut a noose is to gain a dangerous friend. The Gorgons are swimming these days, choking us, drowning us. This whole world is near its limit. Any chance may be the only chance. You hear scrounging sounds. Okay, we have to smash through, yeah, there's a lot of them. So there's 8 enemies. Let's take care of it. Okay. So what's the difference between... Okay, so it's just... 1 second, folks. So no, the wand actually is better. Okay. Okay, so the enemy are pouring out. They've spotted us. Right. Move her up. There's nothing we can get here, but that's not great. Okay. Swap weapon. That's gonna suck. Splinter Blast can't do anything. Yeah, we're in a tight position. Then they're shredding our armor. Okay. So they broke me out of my cover, which sucks. I didn't mean to move her there. Curses. Okay. Ready to constrict. Once again. Okay. Okay, take care of those ones. And get out of the way because the Gorgon's coming. Are you still at the shadow plane? I think she must be, right? Okay. Set that up. That burns up in the fire. Now we're not going to have a great job with this because there's an absolute ton of acid. Okay. Hopefully Splinter Blast will be enough. Enough it is. Probably one last enemy hiding around the corner. Okay. You two have got this. Really? 87% chance and it dodges. Okay. Ah, Melon leveled up. Dodge, he can have it. The older you get, the less your dodge is. He improves his ambush. Got my back. May not be done fighting. Arnon emerges rather suddenly from a damp shadow, standing before a root-framed tunnel. So you made it. You doubted we would. The old deepest leads them into the dark. The earth walls are slimy and black, streams of water slosh on either side of the hastily heaped gravel path. Plods plop from the ceiling, support beams have clearly been rust into place. Don't take any offward tunnel, they've been falling in. Deeper in, earth walls give way to granite. The warren rots. The flowing water follows cavern channels away from the main tunnel to some dark end. When will you abandon this place? Oh no, we can't. Do you want breakfast? It's mid-afternoon. But we're not chained to the sun cycle. We have breakfast whenever. They look around. Arnon sows the way inside a marked passage. A weird, small smell beckons them through. To the other side. Here they are, dear. The mole and the brute, and more to follow. Well, did you offer them grum? Sure I did. No one wants the lukewarm chow. Sure I did. No one wants lukewarm chow, old chuo grum, I keep saying. I'll admit, it doesn't seem too bad down here. Imagine it crowded. Ho hi, adventurers. This is some drunk I know. Yes, I'm Velda. It's said I was born in the basin of a dried caldera to spirits of salt and rock. Does get said a lot, but not actually true. Right, technically it's false, says the wife. You two are married to each other? Well, mostly married. In times of strife, it's nice. Do we babble like birds? Are we not pressed for time? The brute speaks reasoned language. You came because you must defeat the Gorgons, is that right? We were told that you know how. I know what the Gorgons did. Their leader, I learned of him, Ulstrix. Arnon tucks into a bowl of fine mush, looking like shroom gruel, with some kind of green gold dressing. Ulstrix? We know this name well enough. Yes, Ulstrix raised a great number of his brethren. And we went to the valley of the god beast, More Atana. And of that great god beast they made pewter. Valda gazes on all attending from beneath the massive horns adorning her face. Scowl twists her already crooked features. Arnon finishes his meal, pulls at his beard and wipes it on his cowl. Who? Atana is an ancient one, a keeper of balance. The unassailable balance of Atana keeps all opposing forces of this world in harmony. And because of Atana's dead, that throws off the weather, and the seas, and the peaks. All return into a big blue Gorgon soup. Us, the carrots and the beans, and you, the onions. So that's why Ulstrix needed this army to slay a god. Well, what was the point of the spear we bled over? Wasn't it supposed to be the symbol he needed to unite whatever Gorgons behind his crusade? What matters is this: more Atonar cannot die, he is petrified. The reason I called you here is that I've been hoarding a certain restorative spirit, distilled from the roots of the extinct bullflox flower. I call it root beer. They exchange looks. A medicine? My root beer should be able to restore the great Mor Atona, if you can get it to her. My brewing goddess, Velda. Well, assuming all that's true, why us? Didn't you have your own lackeys? The deep down some of it is, we're afraid, so our people are made frail. Water's the worst doom. The Gorgon leader is strong and fearless, so too are his hordes. We are too old, slow, I'm scared to die. The Gorgons aren't going to just let us do this, are they? And do we know where to go? And are we sure reviving this goddess will fix everything? The mole grows quiet asking, but I'll answer all your questions. Over breakfast, I'm still hungry. It's salty warm. They exchange looks. Valada is true to her word, and Arnon serves up bowls of grum. She draws a survivable map upon the wall in pale chalk. The food is surprisingly good. Lastly, Valda hands over her healing ale, a single sealed earthenware bottle. Soon they are on their way again. They carry the hope of all the land and all its creatures in one fragile bottle. Okay, so they're going to get those guys turning up. Okay, so we need to fight down through to get Ulstrix. Well, we better start moving, to be honest. Gorgons, Drover. Let's get them moving. The problem is, if there's a crusade, if there's an incursion coming, we'll have to spend legacy points to stop it. Okay. Pastoral quarrel. On the road to Oak Creek Henge. Sinkhole over there, just saying. Says it's muddy. Yeah. Hey, you ever think about farming? I mean, if there wasn't any monsters around, you'd need another career, right? Say you had a piece of land like this, what kind of crops would you grow? I have a fondness for olive trees. In all their gnarled majesty, wouldn't mind tending to a grove of my own. Olives, huh? Hadn't thought of them. First thing that came to mind. Me, I'd go all into radishes. Speedy growers, fail-proof, make for a nice steady income. Long as the slugs don't get them. Hey, Bradetta, what about you? What would you grow? I guess I'd go with spices. Envision myself more as a ranch type. Go with spices. What kind of spices? Don't know the names, just all the things that fill a dish with flavour and colour. That's what I want to focus on. That's why life needs spice, you know. Well, bet you succeed at it, whatever you tried. Sun's getting low. Ah. This place was a farm once. Yep. Did I hear it was muddy ahead? He said so, Malin. Bonus damage. Okay. Ooh. That's a lot of enemies. Come here, you little flying Wurzel. Okay. Well, let's not rush and get ourselves into a mess before everything. Let's hit the statue. No, let's go discus. You get up there and get the spirit. A +2 fire dagger would be nice. She's got Thorn Fang though. Passive 3 times per turn. Okay. Fire dagger's not bad. We get legacy points. Just straight up legacy points. Free spirit. Right, okay. Man, that sucks. We can cover the approach of most of them, though. Unless they go the long way around. Take an arrow to her face for your trouble. That's why I like counter action. Okay, so they're popping up. Okay. Right, thread the arm, please. And finish you off. Ambush, they're probably going to come from here. Yeah, here we go. You stay there. Guardian. Get that set up. There we go. And my little flying friend can fly in. Stabbity stab stab. I do like how the portraits change as time goes on. So, viciousness is nice, +1 damage. Offensive melee and a ranged attack deal more damage based on the percentage of health she's missing. Or when Fenrir gets killed, the next attack against her within 1 turn will miss. Let's just get damage up. Okay, dodge going up. Yeah, okay, fine, give it to her. Potency. Don't think anyone's running off stuff that uses potency, do they? Plus potency, she does actually, so yeah. Okay. Oh, they get those guys, that's bad. Let's claim. Find an item. And Curzon, okay. So they're moving to here. We can gather there, it will take time. And in the meantime, a calamity's coming. And water's starting to rise up. I suppose you can join us as well, lad. If you can make it in time. Yeah. Yeah, the Gorgons are smashed at. I mean, we can go on the offensive. Okay. No. No. You guys don't get any of those. And they're going to push on us next turn. Okay. Yeah, so we need to go because like we need to get down here. So we need to stop this incursion, and then we need to go. That's for next time, folks. I've been Cornish-knight, and this has been Wildermyth Armour and Skins DLC, and I shall see you again next time. Goodbye.